Good morning, students. Welcome to class 12 accountancy. So we were discussing revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities in the chapter of admission of a new partner. In the last video lecture, I have explained the journal entries which are required to be passed when the firm revalue its assets and reassess its liabilities at the time of reconstitution of the firm, that is when a new partner gets admission into the partnership firm. We also learned in the last class how to prepare revaluation account, that is posting those journal entries into the revaluation account, thereby arriving at gain or loss on account of revaluation, which was transferred to old partners in the old profit sharing ratio. Today we shall discuss certain examples and typical cases relating to relating to revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities with explanation. So X and Y are partners. X and Y are. So let us start with some typical cases of revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities with explanation. X and Y are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. Past journal entries for the following on admission of Z, a new partner. X and Y are partners. Given in the question that X and Y are partners and their PSR is 3:2. They have admitted Z as a new partner. Now there are two questions given to you over here, that is value of furniture is to be increased by 10,000. So value of furniture is to be increased by rupees 10,000 and book value of furniture is 50,000. Students, you may observe that book value of furniture is given as rupees 50,000. It means in the balance sheet on the date of admission of Z, furniture is appearing on the asset side at rupees 50,000. Now this furniture value, that is 50,000 value, is to be increased by. Please note that over here it is written by. So please remember that when by is written, it means 50,000 is to be increased to 60,000. So new value of furniture should be 60,000. And therefore you are required to debit furniture account with rupees 10,000 and credit this gain to revaluation account. Therefore the journal entry will be furniture account debit to revaluation account 10,000. Similarly, in the next case, in the second case, it is given that value of furniture is increased to 50,000. Please note that over here it is written that value of furniture is to be increased to 50,000, while the book value of furniture is rupees 40,000 as appearing in the books, that is in the balance sheet. So 40,000 is to be increased by 10,000. Furniture is to be increased by 10,000 in order to revalue it at the current value, that is 50,000. So in this case also we are supposed to increase the furniture by 10,000, that is debit furniture account 10,000 to revaluation account. Debit furniture account 10,000 to revaluation account 10,000 in order to record this revaluation. So always remember, if by is written and to is written, you are required to pay attention to that word. Next case, the question is same, that is X and Y are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. Past journal entries for the following in the on the admission of Z, a new partner. Stock is found overvalued by rupees 5,000. It has been found that at the time of admission of Z, it was found that a stock is overvalued by 5,000, and the book value of the stock as appearing in the books, that is balance sheet, is rupees 30,000. So a stock is found overvalued. It is already overvalued. Its value should be lesser by 5,000. It should be less. The value of a stock should actually in actual should be less as it was valued, that is 30,000. If it is valued at rupees 30,000, then it should have been valued at rupees 25,000. So we are required to reduce the value of a stock from 30,000 to 25,000. Therefore, a stock is to be credited by 5,000, and this is a loss which is to be debited to revaluation account. So you may observe that revaluation account has been debited by rupees 5,000 and a stock has been created by rupees 5,000 so as to record the stock at correct value of 25,000. Since it was overvalued, therefore the overvaluation has been erased. Now, the next example, the details are same, that is X and Y are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. Past journal entries for the following on the admission of Z, a new partner. You are given that rent of rupees 5,000 is outstanding. On the date of admission of Z, rent of rupees 5,000 is outstanding. What does it mean? It means that there is a liability of rupees 5,000 on account of outstanding rent which has not been recorded in the books at the time when Z is being admitted. Therefore, the firm has to record this unrecorded liability, and therefore outstanding rent being liability is to be created by rupees 5,000, and unrecorded liability, when it is recorded, it is a loss for the firm. Therefore, revaluation account will be debited. So the journal entry would go like this: revaluation account debit to outstanding rate rupees 5,000. Let us understand some more examples. X and Y are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. Past journal entries for the following on the admission of Z, a new partner. An unrecorded accrued income of 12,000 is to be accounted. You know, students, that accrued income is an asset for the firm, and there was an accrued income, an unrecorded asset existing on the date when Z is getting admission, which is now to be recorded, that is accounted. Therefore, it is a case of unrecorded asset, and whenever an unrecorded asset is recorded, that particular asset is to be debited. Therefore, accrued income will be debited by rupees 12,000, and it is a gain for the firm. Therefore, revaluation account will be created by rupees 12,000. So the journal entry would be accrued income account debit to revaluation account. Let us understand one more example. X and Y are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2. Past journal entries for the following on the admission of Z, a new partner. There is a liability of 10,000 included in creditors that is not likely to arise. So the question says that whatever be the amount of creditors that is existing in the books, it includes a liability of rupees 10,000 which is not likely to arise. That means the liability is not going to claim any amount from the firm. It means that liability is to be written off, erased from the books of the firm. It means that we are supposed to decrease the creditors by rupees 10,000. Since this liability is included in creditors, therefore we are supposed to decrease this liability by rupees 10,000. That is, we are supposed to decrease this creditor by rupees 10,000. And in order to decrease the creditors, that is the credit balance, we are supposed to debit the creditors. So sundry creditors will be debited. Sundry creditors will be debited by rupees 10,000, and since it is a gain for the firm, that is decrease in liability is a gain for the firm, therefore revaluation account will be created. So students, after handling all these issues of revaluation, you are required to prepare a revaluation account and post all these journal entries into the revaluation account and find out and then balance that revaluation account in order to find out whether there is a gain or loss arising out of revaluation. That is, net effect of all this revaluation is to be found out by you. If there is a gain, that gain will be transferred to old partners in old ratio, and since our partners are X and Y and their old ratio is 3:2, our partners is X and Y and the ratio, old ratio is 3:2. Therefore, that gain will be credited to partners capital. When you will prepare revaluation account, then all these items will be posted, and if arises gain, gain means credit side is heavier than debit side, then this gain will be transferred to old partners capital account in old ratio. Similarly, if you prepare revaluation account and you post all these journal entries, and if there arises a debit balance, that is, there is a loss, means debit side is heavier than credit side, then this loss also will be transferred to all partners in the old ratio. So this is all about revaluation. In next lecture, we shall start treatment of various reserves. So thank you very much.